The Good Dinosaur from the year 2015. A Pixar animated film about a misfit dinosaur trying to find his purpose and what he's good at, basically. Um, because it's about Arlo. Arlo is the main character. He is, in question, the good dinosaur, and he has a slow start. I think this movie has a good message. I think it's very cute. Um, I like, I like the message that it's basically like you might start slow, but just keep persevering, keep trying, and you will succeed. And I like that. It's simple, but it's effective. And I don't think this movie is that bad. I think it's good. Pixar hasn't made a shit movie, in my opinion. There might be some weaker ones. Maybe this is even on the lower scale, but I still think this is at least good or pretty good. There's no bad Pixar movie. I think this is better than Cars and Cars 2, So there's that. But that's just my opinion. Let's look at the Rotten Tomatoes page. What does it get? 75%. So it's still certified fresh, but it is a Pixar movie. And people generally love Pixar movies, rightfully so. Like I said, they're all pretty good. 64% audience score. A little bit lower on the audience score. That's harsh. Average rating of 3.6 out of 5 for the audience. And an average of 6.6 out of 10 for the critics. So it goes down a little bit for the critic score. And it goes up a little bit for the audience score. Critics' consensus: The Good Dinosaur delivers thrillingly beautiful animation in service of a worthy story that, even if it doesn't quite live up to the lofty standards set by Pixar, still adds up to charming, family-friendly entertainment. Yeah, exactly. I agree with that consensus, that even if you don't love this one as much as some of the other Pixar movies, it's still a good watch, and Pixar always sort of makes at least good movies. Usually great movies. But never has there been a Pixar movie that I've seen that I've said, this is absolute shit, that I haven't seen one. Monsters, Inc., Bugs Life, Toy Story 2, Toy Story 3. The list goes on. Coco is really good. Lots of good Pixars. The Good Dinosaur is a children's fable that is more than content to be exactly what it is and little more. Yeah, I guess I get what you mean, but it's solid though. It's still solid, I think. The script is puzzlingly devoid of wit. The conflicts and character arcs are unimaginative and stale. The pacing is inexorable. And the plotting is rudimentary at best. That's kind of a pretentious sounding review, but I get what they mean, but I don't really agree. I enjoyed the characters. I enjoy the basic message. It might be a little bit by the numbers, but I still think that it gives you something worth watching. The Good Dinosaur is a much better film than Cars. I feel like that's what everyone's comparison is. Is that, yeah, maybe this isn't the best one, but it's better than Cars, and I agree with this. But the newer movies' propensity for sentimentality and Americana does indeed recall the earlier unlovely Pixar adventure. Yeah, I don't know. It does feel like Cars in some ways, but with dinosaurs. But it's different. But it's better. I did like this more than Cars. What does stand out is the animation. It does look beautifully. Especially the realistic depiction of flowing rivers, raging storms, placid lagoons, geysers, and thermal pools. And the Apatosaurus, I don't know if I said that right, are cute too. But yeah, I think I agree with all that. The animation is fantastic in this. Let's find another bad review. We used to say Pixar could do no wrong, but they did. And they did a terrible wrong. Something not even worthy of the Disney animation division of their worst ruts. Ouch. That's harsh, man. And you still give it 2.5 out of 4, though? That's still a passing grade. Damn, no, I don't agree with that. I don't think it's that bad. It's not that bad. It's not terrible wrong. That's really harsh. I think that pretty much captures it. Let's move on to the IMDb page. Lightyear wasn't a very good movie. Oh, I didn't even see that one. That's another one, you're right, that people would probably put at the bottom of the Pixar list. I didn't see that one, though, so I can't say. And I don't really want to watch it because I don't think I'll like it that much either. I totally believe that. Let's look at the IMDb page. 6.7 out of 10, which is decent. But for Pixar, that might be low. The popularity is going down. Ouch. Alright. Let's look at the cast. If I recognize everybody. Jeffrey Wright is the voice of Papa. He is in whatchamacallit, Westworld. Who else here? Jack McGraw is young Arlo. And then Raymond Ocha is regular Arlo. I didn't realize there's two different voices, but I guess that makes sense. Oh, Steve Zahn is Thunderclap. Cool. I knew I recognized some of the voices, but I wasn't sure who all of them were. But yes, let's keep looking. Sam Elliott, I recognized that one. I was like, that guy sounds like Sam Elliott. And it was as Butch, the Tyrannosaurus Rex. And that's pretty much everyone I recognize. Oh, and I've never seen Brave. I've never seen Luca. I've seen Finding Dory. I would probably put this above Finding Dory as well. And Onward, I've also never seen. So there's quite a few that I still haven't seen. But that's why we watched this one too, because D. Jesus recommended it. And I wanted to see it, because I'd never seen it. Luca was okay, that's fair. Oh, Serene! Oh my god! He did a week ago or two ago. Yeah, I did. It was like 2 weeks ago-ish, give or take. It was a good watch. It just wasn't what I wanted it to be. That's fair. I've heard that Lightyear wasn't that good. But yeah, Serene Scarlet Moonlight, oh my god, let's give you a shout out, shall we? I think we shall. But thanks for hanging out. I appreciate you popping in. Oh, heck yeah. Everyone should follow Serene if you haven't yet. Welcome back. It's been a minute, but always good to see you. I remember the last time that I think I was in your stream, and you were going to the Barbie movie, and I have now seen the Barbie movie. I put it on the review list because I would like to review it, but I want to watch it again to review it. But I really enjoyed it. It was really fun. It's been too long. Happy to be back. Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for the compliments on my haircut. Also, by the way. I appreciate it. I think it looks good too. My bassist cut my hair, and I did it on stream actually too. I loved it. It was a great movie. It really was. It was pretty well done. I'd give it like an 8 out of 10 off the top of my head right now, which is pretty good. Pretty good rating. But yeah, thanks for popping in. We're talking about The Good Dinosaur. If anyone wants to talk about this movie with me in the Discord, the offer still stands. If anyone wants to go into the Movie Talk voice channel, you're welcome to it. I'll just have that open just in case. But let's go back to the IMDb page and let's look at the box office information. I'm sure this movie did okay. Oh, it didn't do crazy well. It is a high budget though, which hurts a little bit. Budget of $200 million, but it's it's a Pixar movie and the animation is so stunning. It looks so good that I think that budget is justified. The gross worldwide is $332 million, so it made money, but not that much more. But it still, did okay, I guess. But, considering the budget, is that good? I don't know. $332 million. They made money, though, so that's good, I guess. I feel like that's a little bit of a disappointment probably for the studio though. Kind of flopped in comparison to most of the other films. Yeah, that's what I thought. At least they made yeah, I agree. At least they made it back a little bit, right? But yeah, it's a flop compared to some of their other ones. I would agree with that. Like Toy Story 3, I think made like $1 billion. A lot of movies don't make money. Yeah, that's true. And especially now. Especially nowadays. But this was in 2015, though. So 2015 movies were still bringing in decent box offices generally. And yeah, now it just seems like the movies that have the most hype make a lot of money, and that's it. Like Barbie or Oppenheimer or the Super Mario Brothers movie. Needed more advertising. Yeah, absolutely. Exactly. And that's the thing. Sometimes movies aren't marketed well enough. There's so many different factors that go into it, right? But yeah, that's the IMDb page and the Rotten Tomatoes page. But let's look at my notes. The Good Dinosaur notes. Dinosaurs have a farm is my first note. I just thought that was kind of cool. It's a little different. I would have never thought of dinosaurs having a farm. And I liked that they didn't make the dinosaurs like walk like people. I think it worked for the aesthetic of the movie that they make them walk on all fours. But they still do like the farm stuff. I like how they water the crops by taking a bunch of water in their mouth and then spraying it like a hose. I like little things like that. And they use their head to make the little divots to plant the crops. I enjoy that. Wait, what movie? Good Dinosaur? Yes, The Good Dinosaur. Absolutely. This is the movie we're talking about. Of course it rains just in time for drama. I like that. I kind of like this, even though it was a little cliche. But of course, as soon as they start having a dramatic moment with the dad and Arlo, we get the gloom, and you get the rain coming down, and it's so obviously fabricated. Well, like the whole thing is, it's a movie, but still, you know what I mean. It's that very cliche moment in the film, which is part of why people don't like this movie. I think that it does go by very classic story beats, and it's by the numbers in a lot of ways, but I think there's enough there that makes it a worthwhile and entertaining watch. Yeah, I cried. That's fair. Yeah, it was okay. It made me sad, but like I haven't watched it twice though. That's fair. This was my first time and only time watching it so far. I don't know. I don't think I quite got there for crying this time. I cried for Coco, but not for this movie. But there were some emotional moments where I was feeling stuff, but I don't think I quite cried for this one. It didn't quite take me there. My next note is, why can't the siblings help too? So I think they were helping too, but my theory is that they just don't show them. So there's a point of the movie, and a little bit of a spoiler alert, but I think everyone's seen this movie here anyway, so I think it's fine. But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, the dad dies. Spoiler: the dad dies. And now the mom is starting to feel sick, and we have the other kids. We got Buck, and we got Libby, and Arlo is our guy, the main character. But Arlo it's like all the weight's being put on his shoulders. And like I said, maybe the other kids are helping, but they don't show them for a long period of time. And I think this movie would have benefited from like another scene in the middle or something, at least, showing that the kids are helping the mom or something. Because once Arlo falls into the river and gets lost, I'm just thinking that whole time, how is the mom doing? Are the kids helping her with the crops? And they do explain it later, but still, that whole period of the movie, I'm like, what's going on here? Yeah, the siblings were rude, if I remember correctly. Yeah, they definitely were, and that's sort of the point. That's sort of classic cliche of this kind of story. Sort of like the ugly duckling with like the other ducks are making fun of the ugly duckling, but then the ugly duckling becomes a swan. It's sort of like the ugly duckling, kinda, this movie, but not about looks. It's about being useful and helping out on the farm. OMG, Coco made me cry so hard. Yeah, it's fucking so good. It tugs your heartstrings. It sure does. Yeah, Coco was great. This movie isn't as good as Coco, but Coco is like top tier Pixar in my opinion. Like that one was solid. Let's read some more notes here. You feel bad for Arlo when he gets hurt. And Arlo gets hurt. Oh, Sir Nag of Egg. Welcome back. How's it going? How are you doing? Welcome to the party. Sir Nog of Egg was on the pre-stream today, hanging out. And it was straight up good times. But yeah, thanks for popping in. I do appreciate it. I don't know if Mediocre Covers is still here, but I don't think I gave you the big time daddy shout out. So let's give you the big time daddy shout out real quick. And yeah, hi again, just in the ads. What? The little caveman boy was cool. Yeah, I like that part of it. Poco Loco, you make me go Poco. Yeah, Spaghetti, what's up? Feel free to give yourself a shout out, Spaghetti. How's it going? Did you just say Coco? Yeah, we were talking about Coco because we're talking about the Good Dinosaur right now, which is also... How is everyone? I'm good. How are you, Sir Nog of Egg? But yeah, we're talking about the Good Dinosaur, which is also a Pixar movie, and that's why I'm talking about Coco. I'm saying that Coco is better than this movie, but I still like this movie. But yeah, you feel bad for Arlo because he's constantly like falling off of trees and getting bruises. So many times I'm just like, oof, Arlo, no, because you feel for Arlo. I like Arlo. I what's the word I'm looking for? Arlo resonates with me. I identify with Arlo. That's the word I was looking for. Yeah, he clumsy. He is. And every time you're like, oh, Arlo, no. I want you to be okay, Arlo. Playing Forza and watching you. Nice. I don't know what that is. I'm assuming it's a video game. I know very few video games. I'm stuck in the past. The newest console I own is a GameCube. And the only game for the GameCube I have is Super Smash Bros. Melee. And I also sometimes play old school RuneScape, which would be close-ish to the newest game I play also. But anyway, yeah, Arlo, I feel bad when he gets hurt, which is often in this movie. My next note is, movie looks good. It looks so good. The animation, and especially the surroundings and the backdrops, and like the landscapes, the grass and the rocks and that kind of thing just looks so good in this. It's incredible. You can see why this movie has such a big budget, because the animators went to fucking town on it. Because it looks so good. Arlo would probably be so hungry. And they do sort of acknowledge this, like they give him food eventually. But like, he goes without food for like a pretty long period of time at one point in the movie, and I'm just like, man, give this fucking dinosaur some food. And of course, eventually he gets food, so I guess it's fine. But I was just sort of worried about Arlo at this point in the movie. But like, get Arlo some food. Motorsport or Horizon, Sir Nog of Egg. So D Jesus clearly knows what you're talking about, and I don't. So I'll let you have this moment together. Arlo would be so hungry. Wouldn't Arlo's siblings be mad at him? And maybe they were, but again, I want to see the scene. They don't show some of the stuff I would like them to show. So Arlo was with the dad, and you could argue that it was partially Arlo's fault, but I don't think it really was, because it was the dad that wanted to go out and chase the critter and try to kill the critter, who is the little human child. So Arlo, who is called Spot, they name him later on in the movie. But yeah, it's weird that they're not mad at... Because they show that the siblings are kind of shitty to begin with, so you would have thought that they get mad at Arlo for... Like, I would have assumed there would be a scene with them being like, damn it, Arlo, you killed our dad, or something like that. And it would have maybe added a little bit of character development, a little more tension. And I think that would have been good for the movie, but there's nothing like that. And they just, like, don't show those siblings for, like, a good chunk of the movie, and it would have made more sense to have them in that chunk, I think. So, yeah, I just think that Arlo's siblings would be mad at him about the dad dying. So my next note is, and this is a fun one, boo, I agree, I hated the siblings. Yeah, they're not fun, but that's sort of the point of them in the movie, you know. And they, you know, obviously they ease up on him at the end. But yeah, they're being mean to him, and it's not nice. Especially Bach, who like pranks Arlo by pretending he's got killed by the chickens or whatever. That's a nasty prank. That's mean. Oh, bullies, agreed. Yeah, I shouted at them, as you should. Other than that, I like the game. It doesn't have the 14-mile Nürburgring in it. Fair enough. The new Motorsport. Gotcha. Oh. Nord Chief is coming early next year. They deserved it. Yeah, they deserved D. Jesus shouting at them. I agree. My next note is, the drug trip scene in a Pixar movie. So, it's technically, they eat like some fermented fruit or something, Spot, and the Good Dinosaur, Arlo. And so they have like this sort of hallucination scene, and I just thought it was kind of funny. I liked that it was something a little different about this movie, because it's a kid's movie, and there's essentially a drug trip scene in it, and I thought that was kind of funny. Yeah, that scene was, that was one of my favorite scenes. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I enjoyed it too. I have to say that was a good choice to put that in. It sort of made this movie a little bit more different, even though it's pretty by the numbers for the most part. Odd that Arlo knows what revelation means. Yeah, well, one of the pterodactyls is like, we're having a revelation, and Arlo's like, don't you mean revelation? And because Arlo's so young and Arlo seems to not know much, I was surprised that Arlo knew what that word was, but it's fine, I guess. It's possible that he would know it. I was just surprised. They should show us what's going on with Arlo's family at one point. Yeah, like I said, there's just a long period where it's just focused on Arlo. I feel like they should have went back to the farm for like a couple minutes just to see what's going on there at one point in the movie, but they don't do that. The danger of fermented fruit. We learned something. Exactly. They might have their own equivalent to a Bible. That's true. That's something that I would have liked to see too. A little bit more of the lore of this dinosaur world. Like, how does this world operate? We see a little bit of it, but like he said, do they have an equivalent to the Bible? Like maybe that's what it was there, right? I was thinking Arlo would be a total bookworm. Yeah. I mean, maybe he's a nerd and that's what he's learning stuff on the side. But they don't show that, right? They don't give him that characteristic. So it's hard to say. But yeah, you could maybe say that. But again, they don't show us enough, which is my point here, that they don't show enough of the family. My next note is, I was mad that Arlo didn't let Spot reunite with his dad. So yes, he does eventually. But there's an initial scene where Spot, the little human child, sees who's clearly his dad across this canyon or whatever. And Arlo forces Spot to come with him. It's like, no, you can't stop and meet your fucking dad. You gotta come home with me. And then he gets Spot in danger after that. And I'm just like, damn it, like, you should have just let him go see his dad. I was mad at Arlo at this point of the movie. But he definitely seems like the nerdy kid. Yeah, that makes sense. I get that. I want number 8. Then we can go, Arlo, lo, 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 lo. LOL. Proud and Nasty in the house. Holy shit. We got a celebrity amongst us. It's the Pickle Sheriff himself, Proud and Nasty. Welcome to the party. The hottest hot tub streamer in the world. What's up, Proud and Nasty? How's it going? Welcome to the party. I see you. We see you. Damn straight. Yeah, you like that intro? I thought it was pretty good. I thought I did a good job. I'm almost done movie reviews, and then we're going to do some rapping, then we're going to make it happen, and my fingers will be doing some snapping, baby. Okay, I woke up and it was hard. Follow. Nice, yeah, you should. Definitely everyone follow. Proud Nasty. One of the most fun streams, consistently good times. Check them out. I got a Ranabana. What? I'm almost done this review. But yeah, I was mad that Arlo didn't spot reunite with his dad. I'm invested in Arlo's character. Is my next note. Just yeah, you care about this kid at this point in the movie. COVID-19. Oh, you got the COVID-19. Okay, I got you. That sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. I don't think I ever got it. Except unless everyone's different with the symptoms and stuff. But I never got a positive COVID test. But that's first time. Yeah, first time for you. Well, yeah, that sucks though. Well, I hope you recover quickly. That's shitty though, Proud and Nasty. Sorry to hear that. I had it before. It was yeah, you before it was cool. That's right. And don't you forget it. So my next note is I like how they dealt with Dad's death. And yeah, I thought this part was cool because there was a moment where I thought they were just gonna be like, oh, actually the dad's not dead, but they didn't do that. And I like it. And there's the whole scene where he's imagining the dad, and I actually thought that scene was really sort of chilling and powerful, and I liked it. So I thought they handled that well. Spot would probably be dead already. My girlfriend has it too, but just thought it was seasonal sniffles. Yeah, that's how it goes sometimes. That's too bad. Sorry to hear that, Proud and Nasty. That sucks. Spot would probably be dead already. So yeah, the little kid, the little human child, he gets captured by a pterodactyl. And there's like a large period of time in between Arlo finding them, and it's like, he'd be dead. They would have got him in that period of time. Like, there's no way that he wouldn't already be dead. But of course, because it's a kid's movie, Spot can't die. We can't kill Spot. We like Spot. It's never just sniffles. And that's not true. Sometimes it is. There's it depends on the person, it depends on the season, it depends on the sickness, sure. But I'm talking like allergies. I got them right now, and I think it's just the sniffles. But I know what you mean. It does. I feel like more often than not, it's not, right? But it's hard to say. Maybe I got the sniffles now. Ooh, like allergies. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, Spot would totally be dead, so that part doesn't make sense. This is the end of the review. That was my last note. The Good Dinosaur. I dropped my pen on the floor. Okay, my dry eraser marker. The Good Dinosaur, this movie is good. Just like The Good Dinosaur might suggest it would be. But yeah, it's Pixar. So people have this super high standard of Pixar movies. If it's not Toy Story, then it's trash. And people seem to not like this one as much as some of the more loved ones like Monsters, Inc. and shit. But this was still pretty good. I like this more than Cars. I like this more than Finding Dory. And I haven't seen all the Pixar movies, but I thought this was generally pretty good. I'm gonna give it 7 point. Let's go 7.8. I feel like that's about right. if I give it a 9, D Jesus gives it a 9. Fair enough, and I totally get that. Like, it's not bad. There is just some elements that are sort of by the numbers, and it's maybe not quite as good as some of the other Pixar movies, but it's a good movie, and I really enjoyed it. And yeah, like, one of my main notes is that there's too large period of a time where they don't show what's going on back at the farm, and I would have liked to know just a little bit in the middle of the movie what's going on over there. But other than that, like I said, overall, movie's pretty good. The Good Dinosaur, 7.8 out of 10 ducks.